to try and engage and encourage change is a noble thing to do. But it's going to take more than replacing 2 or 3 board members, like in the case of ExxonMobil. I mean, that I give credit to the shareholder activism that got 3 new board members at ExxonMobil against their will. But it's going to take ExxonMobil, in my view, a very long time for the leopard to change its spots. They've got too much baggage involved in the old world to make that transition quick enough for the urgency that we face.
I think the divestment movement has been very successful in persuading people that it's unethical to own shares in fossil fuels. But I think what's far more interesting, and where I think the divestment movement put its attention, is divesting from bank accounts of banks who are investing in fossil fuels. If you look at the major oil corporations, or even governments, they have to borrow money to expand their fields. So if we want to really cut the supply of money to the oil corporations, it's not divesting our shares that will do it, it's divesting from the banks that are investing in those fossil fuels. So it's really important that we ask our own personal bank accounts, the companies we work for, the charities we support, local government, trade unions and government bank accounts. Get those to divest from the banks, and then we actually force them to stop investing in fossil fuels.
We need to get to the point where, for example, the value at risk methodology that we use for banks and asset managers needs to be applied more broadly. Risk management professionals in the city would never countenance exposing their own banks to the kind of risks that we're exposing the planet to. So if you use just a very simple value at risk model, you would not run the kind of risk that we're running. You simply wouldn't. The Bank of International Settlement has already started talking about green swans. They've already started talking about how asset managers need to be aware of the risks of stranded assets, of a disorderly transition, and holding those risks front and center is an obligation I think the asset management has, asset management industry has.
There's something very, very powerful about people from the investment community speaking the truth. There's going to be opportunities for more truth-telling from that community to get behind things like global assemblies, deliberative democracy, to say, that community is essentially incentivized to harm the planet. It's not bad people, it's good people. It's trying to make ends meet, trying to feed their families. I get it, So you have to start as a human being before you're an investment manager.